One of the best chord progressions ever in music is the old 1-5-6-4. Here's a quick look at how to morph this common progression into a chord pattern that sounds even more interesting and unexpected. So starting with the basic 1-5-6-4, you hear this so often in music that it's almost a cliche. Like in the song With or Without You by U2, and Demons by Imagine Dragons, and Train's song Hey Soul Sister, and Girls Like You by Maroon 5. These and many other songs use this same progression on repeat because it just sounds so good. These chords sound good together because of how they're related in any given key within the circle of fifths. Like in the key of G, for example, where chords 1-5-6-4 are G major, D major, E minor, and C major. If you just played these four chords over and over, adding a nice melody on top, you can write a good song. But since this progression is so common, it can also sound a little too predictable. So a trick to mix things up is to change the second chord in this progression, replacing the major 5 with something else. So starting with the old 1-5-6-4, instead of moving to the major 5 chord, try playing 5's relative minor, the minor 3 chord instead, which in our example here is the B minor chord. So in the key of G, instead of playing G major, D major, E minor, and C major, you play G major, B minor, E minor, and C. Which also sounds good and still flows nicely, but with the minor 3 here, it breaks from your expectation a bit. But to give it even more variety, you can tweak the chord in that second spot one more time, and instead of playing the minor 3, you can play the major 3 instead to give it an even more epic sound. So you get major 1, major 3, minor 6, major 4, or in our example, G major, B major, E minor, and C major, where the B major chord is borrowed from over here in the circle of fifths. This progression still flows great, but with this major 3 chord, it has some extra oomph. And though it's not as common as the standard 1-5-6-4, the 1-3-6-4 shows up in a lot of songs by different artists like Green Day and Blink-182, among many others. Though I think the best example is in Roy Orbison's song You Got It, that goes like this. Anything you want, you got it. Anything you need, you got it. Anything at all, you got it. It's just the 1-5-6-4 progression with a twist.